Most people think losing money is the biggest risk when it comes to investing. But what if I told you the bigger financial risk is doing nothing with your money at all? While keeping your money in cash may feel safer, inflation gradually reduces what your money can buy over time. Like many people my age, I wasn't taught much about investing growing up. In fact, as I started learning more about personal finance, I realized how important it is to understand concepts like inflation, investing, long term wealth. These things inspired me to research a way to step outside your typical paycheck to paycheck life. Whether your goal is to buy a home, retire comfortably, or simply keep up with the rising cost of living, inflation and other economic uncertainties affect everyone. Understanding investing can help you make better financial decisions for your future. Today, I want to persuade you that investing is important because it gives your money the opportunity to grow over time, and it helps protect your purchasing power during these periods of inflation and other economic uncertainties. While we never know when the next economic turmoil might be, we know that it's inevitable. While there are many reasons to begin investing today, I will explain how inflation and these economic turmoils negatively affect the value of your money. Next, I will discuss why many people believe leaving their money sitting in cash is their best option to being financially free. And finally, I'll explain how investing gives your money the opportunity to grow over time and protect you from falling victim to these economic cycles. Now, what do I mean by inflation and economic uncertainties? Well, inflation is the term we use when we describe the value of the US dollar. Inflation is gradually reducing the purchasing power of the US dollar over time. And you don't realize that this is happening until you look back a year ago and you think, hey, that Powerade used to be $1. How is it $3 today? It's a silent killer. Economic uncertainties, rising prices, and concerns about the economy can make it more difficult to preserve the value of your money. I mean, since its inception, the US dollar has lost value since its inception in the 1900s. According to the Federal Reserve, it's actually lost about 92% of its original value. This is what's happening to your purchasing power the more you save that money and do nothing with it. But if inflation is constantly reducing the value of our money, why do many people continue keeping it in cash? Well, many people believe keeping their money in cash is the safest financial decision for them. Many people also underestimate how inflation and long-term economic trends affect their savings. According to the Federal Reserve in 2025, inflation is at a steady pace year after year at around 3.5%. Now that's the norm. This means that year after year, your purchasing power is going down about 3.5%. Think about it this way: for every year that you hold $1, you're losing about almost 4 cents. Now, while that might not seem like much, what happens in 10 years? What's to happen in 20 years? How far can we stretch $20 10 years from now? Who knows? Fortunately for us, though, there is a way to give you and I the opportunity to escape this turmoil. There's a way to give your money the opportunity to grow instead of shrink. Learning about investing using trusted sites like Fidelity Investments, one of the biggest investment firms and organizations, is one of the best things I could have done for myself. All it takes is a simple read. I mean, the Federal Reserve is a central bank. These are all extremely trusted sites. I mean, historically, according to Fidelity, investments like the S&P 500 have not always guaranteed you a return, but they have been some of the safest returns you could possibly make, yielding an average of about 10% every year. For the past 10 years, that means your money has had the chance to grow about 10% for every year that you've had that money tied up in those investments. According to Fidelity Investments and S&P Dow Jones, which are both metrics that we use to measure how well these investments are doing, according to both of them in 2025, for the past 2 years, both of them have yielded about 8% alone. That doesn't always mean you have to invest in these firms. I mean, it could be as simple as, this is my choice. It's simple. There's many ways to preserve your wealth over time. This is what's happening to the S&P 500 since its inception. This is all time. Now you see the big difference between this and the last graph I showed you. Consistent investing gives your money the opportunity to grow over time and potentially outperform these economic uncertainties and inflation. Investing is important because it gives your money the opportunity to grow and helps protect your purchasing power when you might need it most 10, 20 years down the line. Today, I discussed how inflation and these economic cycles affect your money, why many people leave their money sitting in cash, don't realize how it negatively affects them, and how investing gives your money the opportunity to grow exponentially over time. Remember, inflation doesn't sympathize anybody, and maintaining the same quality of life seems to get harder and harder every single year. Every dollar has the potential to do one of two things. It can either shrink or it can grow. The choice is yours.